25 years ago. Now come out from fasting. And we put on a robe on me in Mother Joyce Church. Up comes the patriarch and some other ministers. And the patriarch, big and strong. And it had a young mother in the church, a brown skinned mother. And the patriarch liked to shout. They're not nowhere. You understand? After they done robe me, this is the minister that robed me. After he done robe me and thing, the young Mary in the church and the patriarch start to shout. Boy, and they ain't stopping at all. So I stand up at the center pole and I'm watching them. At a certain time, the patriarch had on a suit. When I watch, I see water dripping from the suit. I say, oh, you read your march today. Church, you talk about shout. When after, he said, oh God, I wonder if I could go home, so I soak it wet. First time that happened to me. And I even know if you could remember that. That is plenty years ago. And you know what I thank God for, church? From that robin. Yeah, from that robin. With a bold assurance, I could stand up and say, I walk with big people. You understand? And not that alone. God gives some minister portfolio, a baptizer, a punter, you understand, a seer. But what God did to me, I believe He loved me more than all of you. He gave me everything. Praise God. Praise God.
Yes, my beloved ones, you will have heard lovely words. And I pray that whatsoever that is being said would rest upon our hearts. That when we leave this Thanksgiving, we may ask the question on our beds in the most silent time of our life. Is it okay with God? Are we ready to meet Him if He comes? That is one of the most important questions that spiritual people ought to ask themselves. Because we do not know the minute or the hour when that summonize is going to come. And He said, not one dot can enter into that rest. So with all that we say and all that we do, let us ask ourselves, are we ready? Are we prepared to meet Him when He comes? Because woe be unto us if He come and meet us with child. And I'm saying this without no fear. Many times when the great one comes, He does meet many of us with child. Many of us leave this pathway, but we are with child. Because some of us doesn't even have time to say, Lord, have mercy on us. But we have our neighbors, we have our friends in our hands. And more the word is being preached, more the gospel of Christ is being preached. To me, people get more wicked. Because why? The Christ of God have given us such freedom. He gave us such freedom that we abuse the freedom that Christ died to give us, to make us free. And because of that, we love what the ministers just said. We love to back talk one another and says, God, know our hearts. But I always say, there is a day that's going to come when we are about to back talk our brothers and sisters that the Sammanizer will put in His appearance. Then all the days you walk throughout your life, praising the God, where then shall you spend eternity? There is no repentance in the grave. There is no prayer can bring repentance when you are dead. And nothing that a minister may say after you leave this path can make your path straight. So you have to make your path straight now by thinking, where am I going from here? Which way I am going to take the broad way or the narrow way. We have a choice. And that is the beauty in the Christ of God, because he gave us a choice to choose. So this evening, we are about to get the things on the table so we can my brother will help us do something, and then after he has said what his desire, then we'll put the stuff on the table and we will sanctify it.
It's a wonderful privilege for I to stand among the holy audience. I am 93 years of age. For 40 long years I wrestled in the field and I never get weary. You understand?
93. A walking
I thank God that good people handle me.
Thank you, Jesus.
I never get weary yet.
Never get weary yet.
So long now you're walking in the field.
I never get weary yet. Because I have heard plenty word in the gospel. I hear the bishop say in the psalm that I walked in my own integrity, right? I want to add on that. When you get the authority, we people must understand that sometimes we must be learned. Without learning, you can't go nowhere. Because the most education you get at the cross. Where I get my education? At the cross. And when I get my education at the cross, I have no fear. I walk among saints and angels in the heaven. When you walk in intellectual glory, then you walk in liberty. When you get that education, there is nobody to tell you.
That's right.
What kind of knowledge you must have. When you want to get spiritual knowledge and spiritual training, you know what you have to do? You have to pass. I have taken all the. I thank God for Mother Gerald that when she put me in that, I was in a vehicular accident. I had nothing. I have already dead. And she told me that I might come to death in the church. I said, no. I have come to death. You understand? I come to live.
Amen.
So much of pain all over my truck. But thank God for my baptism where I have the authority that my spiritual father did give me that authority and that liberty that I stand in the integrity of God. You must have an authority.
Amen.
When a good baptizer baptizes you, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, when I was baptized, I bring up a tree up in heaven. When I was 7 types of fruit that's behind the one.
All right.
Give me the authority, mystery, that I heard my spiritual father say, woe be unto the Ethiopian sons and daughters when this Indian, East Indian shall take up the mantle. He will rule it with an iron rod. I stand in the liberty of God. And I have When I get my authority, the order of Melchizedek, there where I find my order.
All right.
Unless you don't find that order in Melchizedek, you have no priesthood. False, all false. But what you stand as a warrior. Now let me tell all you people today that the people say they love Jesus, but they don't love, they have lip service. They have lip service. They don't have, they never love that. That is why they live. That is why the hymn writer has tell you. Stand up and tell me if you love my Jesus. Stand up and tell me if you love my Lord. I want to know. I want to know if you love my Lord. Stand up and tell me if you love my Jesus. I love and tell me if you love my Lord. I want to know. I want to know if you love my Lord. I like to speak, but I have to cut short. Because I am a red preacher, and I like to preach, but at the time I say you take an interrupt, you go to another stage. So I thank you for a little introduction.
Glory to God.
To the superintendent, we are about to put the little dainties on the table to bless the table. But before we bless the table, I want to sing this little hymn for you. That the Christ of God may continue breathe upon you and give you that life peace. And I would love the house to help me
Stand, please.
Breathe on me. superintendent, ask God to breathe the breath of life upon you. So shall you never die. And when the word says never die, not in the flesh but in the spirit, that you may live the life that the Christ of God appointed you to live, that you may be strong and grow in Christ to eternity. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Keep standing, please, church. I'm about to read in Jesus' almighty name. Well, you know what you will have.